Dum, dum, dum. All right. We are live. This is the first sexy party of 2020. It has been a small hiatus, but I am so glad to have all of you back here with us. Thank you so much for your patience. And I know there was a lot of fans out there that was wanting the show to come back. I was getting all kind of messages. Tell you when you bring Sexy Party back, well, it's back, bitches. We here, and we in this bitch for 2020. As always, I am your host, Antonio Bryce. I am a comic book writer. I have a comic book called Brand that is about to start shipping out, and I also am about to do its sequel, Brand Way of the Gun, and I will be launching that at the end of February. So I have links in the description if you want to read some of Brand. There are previews in there. You can sign up for the mailing list for Way of the Gun. It's all in there. But let's introduce the lovely young lady that has been so gracious to join me on this new journey, this new Sexy Party 3.0. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm Sexy Party welcome to the Mad Weirdo. How are you, dear?
I am doing wonderful tonight. Hey, you guys in the chat. It's a lovely Saturday night, and I'm just ready to have this good conversation. 2 hours. Let's get it on.
Yeah, let's get it on. All right. So I said, like I said, okay, hold up. Glenda Bacon said, hello, first listener and friend of the Mad Widow. Okay. Well,
What's
welcome.
up, Glenda?
All right. Well, welcome to Sexy Party. And as always, guys, if you El Gargo, I was expecting a different. Well, no, but see, this particular episode is called Fistful of Gina. And well, that's because that's what I'm all about. I'm all about swimming in it. I love the ladies. So but I'm sure our audience, Mad Weirdo, they want to know about you. They want to know what brings you here to Sexy Party and how.
Well,
yeah, please tell me about it. Let's get to know you. Getting to know you.
I know, right? Okay. I'm 34 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hey, I love it.
It's so much fun down there. So much debauchery. So much shit to get into.
Oh, I've heard
Uh,
about the A.
oh yeah.
Mm.
I've been to a few parties out there, so I have a good amount of experience dealing with the lifestyle community out there. If you're in Atlanta or you've never been to Atlanta, go to Atlanta. Go to this place called The Loft, and you're going to have a great time.
By any chance, let me ask you this: by any chance, through all your journeys in the A, was either Young Buck or Dwight Howard at any of these parties that you attended?
No.
I'm just saying they both got caught up on these phone calls, talking to and I say in quotation mark, young ladies that were maybe not naturally born ladies, and though for some reason it all went down in Atlanta. So I mean, I had a homie of mine that I used to visit up there, and that's all he would tell me. He's like, yeah, we're a rare breed, straight brothers out there. It's not it was like finding unicorns or something.
You know what? That is, first off, that is not the truth.
That is not the truth.
That's not the truth. The biggest thing that people have a problem with Atlanta is that we're LGBT friendly. We are. They supported us, and it's a big community out there. But there are hella single dudes out there, and straight dudes
that are
yes,
that are straight. Okay,
correct.
So I'm just saying, Atlanta got a reputation for being a place with a lot of undercover brothers. It does.
I agree. I agree with that. And I'm going to tell you why. Men are not comfortable with being who they are, because there's a lot of these dudes that are really and truly pansexual, and they don't want to.
What the fuck does that mean? Hold up,
you don't know what pansexual is?
Is that bullshit that they try? That's because they used that word when they had that Han Solo movie out, and that motherfucker was fucking a robot or some shit. They said he was pansexual. I never heard that fucking word in my life.
That is a whole different genre of sexuality.
What the
But as
fuck?
far as being, I mean, some people they're attracted to cars. They want to fuck cars.
They want
They want
fuck
to,
cars.
yeah, dude. Like I had a homeboy in college. Okay, name is D. I'm just gonna say D. And
Did he
he was
take the D? Did he take the D? Take the D?
no, he put the D in his car, dude. He put the D in his car. We watched him fuck the car, and I'm just like,
What the
it was the
fuck?
wildest shit.
Wait a minute, hold
Yes,
up. This happened for real? The
this
motherfucker,
happened for
what he
real.
was stick his dick in the tailpipe or some shit?
Yes.
What
He's
the
banging the
fuck?
car, talking about giving back shots to the car, and we were just
Oh,
laughing.
oh.
Oh my god!
Yeah, like, hold up. Baron Von Taco Cat in the chat says pansexual equals not picky at all.
Agreed.
I don't understand what the fuck that means.
Okay,
I thought this was some bullshit because, liberal motherfuckers, they just make up all kind of bullshit. Oh, shit, fat ass.
it's not made up.
Oh, yeah.
I know a lot of pansexual people, meaning that they are sexually attracted to many different genders, many different sexes.
There's only 2 genders. Wait a minute, hold up. I'm gonna
There's
piss people off.
more. There are 5. Actually.
Fuck out of here. Okay, see, that's that. No, fuck out of here with that.
See, that's
there's
why
a
you need
male
me.
and a
I'm gonna
female.
put you on some game. I'm gonna put you on some game. Have you ever seen a hermaphrodite's genitalia?
I don't want to see her hermaphrodite's genitalia.
I've seen it by accident.
Oh shit, that is an accident right there, man.
My lesbian friend had a girlfriend that was a hermaphrodite, and they were having sex, and I just wanted to come in to get my dress. She had my dress, and they were fucking, and they rolled over, and I saw it. I was like, holy shit, snacks! You got the best of both worlds.
I was like, yeah, okay. I'm on team Baron Von Taco Cat. He says there's only 2 real genders, and I agree with that. And that's and then Bianca fights
male,
the
female,
zombie.
and disabled.
Disabled. That's right. Male, female, disabled. Bianca fights the zombies from downtown. Because I'm down with that. Because I was like the whole thing that pissed me off when they did that shit with the Solo movie. That pissed me off because they start talking all this. Well, this is a new world and we need to open up to different ideas. I was like, no, Lando Calrissian. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so Lando Calrissian was always someone. He was supposed to be, lady smooth. He's suave and debonair. He had that nice little perm in his head, and the motherfucker had the flowing little cape. I was like, that's a motherfucking pimp in space, man. So I don't want to hear this bullshit about. Because I've noticed they start moving. Once you give in that little inch, the motherfuckers start taking it. They be like, oh, okay, they gave in on this. There's more than 2 gender shit. All right, now I'm a man, but I want to compete against women, and because they're starting to find this weird place. Because that's why we got men, transgender women competing in women's sports, and now naturally born women are like, what the fuck is that?
Well, I'm naturally born. I'm a natural born woman, and I don't have any problems or issues with that. But then again, I don't like sports, so that's not my thing. I don't see any threat to it. I don't feel any kind of threat towards trans women. I feel like this. Let people live their lives and worry about your own shit. That's it.
We don't disagree there, because I'm not calling for anybody. If you are LGBTQ, you're welcome here. We're not discriminating. But I'm telling you, some of that is on some bullshit. And what they do now is they take, especially with black men, they'll take them and they'll take a straight character or whatever. Okay, let's put the black dude in there, and all of a sudden the black dude's gay, or he's gender neutral, or whatever the fuck. And they even had a kid show that's on Hulu, and the little black girl got 2 daddies. And I was like, what
representation though? Yeah. Every representation, because there's some people's households that are like that. Real talk. I mean,
I know some people that's living like that, but I'm like, that's just weird. That's not something, like, if I had a child, that's not something I want to. I feel like that's stuff that when they get older and they start asking questions, that's the type of shit that they should.
You know what?
Have those kind of questions.
Adults are like that. I've noticed that straight adults are like that. I'm bisexual, honey. And I've
Okay, and I'm
been
not judging you.
I've known that I was bisexual since I was 7 years old.
No.
People will look at you
Oh
crazy.
wow, hold on. Let's unpack that. Okay, so you've known since you were what, like 7?
7. I was
Oh
attracted
wow,
to women before I was attracted to men.
interesting. Okay.
And I've always known that. So I talked to other people. I used to have a group and we would have discussions. They would know at young ages what they are. A lot of this is society. You know, we have to shut that down. We have to stuff that down. When I came out to my family, they weren't surprised at all.
All
They
right,
weren't
so yeah.
surprised.
Oh man, the chat is going crazy. Okay, hold up.
I see it.
The chat is wilding. Okay, hold up. Baron Von Talk. Okay, I don't think letting a man be the fastest woman is good for women. That's a fact. Okay, Swine Dog. 712 says, I want to see LeBron play just one game in the WNBA. Hey, I'll go with that. Okay, hold up. Ken Jack Ben. I know a con when I hear one, and that is exactly what it is. It's a con for social and monetary. Yeah, now I'm leaning towards that. Bianca Feist is like, damn, the chat going crazy. I thought I was Dracula when I was 7. Oh yeah. Oh, that's funny. Okay, you thought you was Dracula when you was 7. You didn't. Because I am curious that you were 7 years old and had sexual. I'm trying to be respectful. You don't have any history of sexual abuse or any of that kind of stuff? Or?
I do, but it was after the fact. So
but
it didn't start anything.
You know why I'm asking? Because, like I said, 7 years old. I remember I was 7 and I was curious about things, but I didn't really understand what sex was.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you what made me realize that. One day, me and my dad, we were walking downtown Atlanta. Dad saw a chick with a fat ass.
Oh shit!
Looked at the chick with a fat ass.
I
was looking at the chick with a fat ass because I saw it. I was like, it's a nice behind. That was my thought. And he turned around and saw me staring and gawking at this lady's ass. And he was just like, you like that? I was like, yeah, I like that. And he didn't say anything. He just like, come on. That was it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm serious because that, like I said, I've heard people say, okay, they was, when you start going into adolescence, puberty and all that, yeah, your hormones start getting, and then you start going, oh, I'm starting to get aroused and I don't understand. You start getting curious about, but I was 7 and girls were icky and stuff.
See, that wasn't the case for me. I liked girls. I would play with girls. They would play with me. It was a sexual awakening that a lot of women have, and they don't talk about it.
Okay, hold up. Michael Pernesti in the chat. I identify as big boob sexual because I like big boobs. Yeah, well, I like big.
I got a big pair right here. So, yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Just for research purposes, what you working with?
I have 46 G's.
Oh shit!
Huge.
Okay. Damn. Okay. 40. Oh shit. Okay. That's more than a handful. Okay. Damn, that's big. Because my ex had double E's. And she was only 4'10", but I used to put on the bed, and we would call it a typewriter because I would be fucking her and she would be hanging over the fucking bed, and I'd have to pull her back, start fucking her again, pull her back. I was like, and them big ass titties, she'd be laying on her back, and them motherfuckers will be flapping her in the face like,
yeah, they would be knocking me in my face, yo. Yeah, hanging off the bed, just pop, pop, pop in my face, assaulting me. Oh, I had to grab my titties.
I was like, oh my God, hold on, let me see. Coming about as Tamika Brinson, she has a problem with trans women fighting women in power sports. Phelan Fox fractured her skull. And yeah, I saw that. Like I said, that's weird to me. Like you're doing MMA or women's boxing, and you have a transgender athlete in there, and of course, they win. That's weird. Your breast size is apparently astonishing a lot of our members here. Let's see, Rod Will Stevens. Oh yeah, he got the shocker on. He got the gas face. Let's see, Michael Pernesi. Holy crap, heavy handfuls for days. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, Comic Book Bob is in the chat. God damn. Okay, yeah. Baron Von Taco Cat. Hey, all right. So, okay, let me see.
Damn, I know they're huge.
Whew. let's see, Ken Jack Ben. He is standing firm, and like I said, I'm with you, Ken Jack Ben. Sorry, not sorry. You don't deserve special treatment because you can't make up your mind.
You
And
know what? I can respect that.
and that's why I'm like, but I agree with that. And it's not popular though. A lot of times people will be like, look, because again, I'm not calling for anybody to be mistreated. I want everybody to be treated the same. I want everybody to have fair treatment. But I think there, I'm starting to see shit like you see collegiate wrestling or high school wrestling, and there are girls on the wrestling team, and then all of a sudden a transgender athlete gets in there, and of course they dominate because they were born a male. I mean, that's just what it is. So
I mean, I can understand your thought process and I can respect your opinion, but I disagree with that simply because I feel as though if people are identifying themselves as women, treat them as women.
yeah, I don't
That's it.
misgender anybody. I know plenty of trans people, and I give them that respect because I want them to give me my respect. You feel me?
That's
But
it.
I'm just telling you, I'll give you a respect, but when I walk off, I'm like, yes, dude, all right, man. But live your life, live your best life.
He said he
But
want to see proof. You want to
yeah,
see
yeah,
proof,
yeah.
Michael?
That's I'm like, yeah, Michael Pernesi, we need to see proof of these epic boobies. Oh man. Oh
One
yeah.
day.
Yeah, it's too hot for TV up in here. All right. Let me see. Bianca fights the zombies. A man won the ladies' bicycle race last year.
Yeah,
He
he
was
did.
so much more muscular than the other. Yeah, it's like what Jim Carrey used to play that character on in Living Color, Venus de Milo. That shit used to have, hi, yeah,
Oh Lord.
that's, and I mean it's becoming that. Yeah,
In
and
Living Color. Oh my God. That whole show had me dying.
let's see, Baron von Taco Cat, he said, yeah, I don't want anyone treated badly. I just don't think men can be women merely by feeling like a woman. You make me feel.
It's not even that. It's not the more so the feeling of a woman. It's just womanly attributes, things like that that they're dealing with. And my thing is, I'm not judging you. I'm not worried about anybody's life other than mine. And if this makes them feel better about themselves, why not? If that's who they are, why not?
Well, well,
I'm
hold
just
on.
saying.
Let me see. Michael Prudesi said, let
He
peace
still
be
want to see
whatever they
the
want.
titties.
Yeah, he wants to see the titties, man. Let peace be whatever they want. Tell us more about the boobies. I agree with that. Baron von Taco Cat says respect. And matter of fact, put some respect on my name.
Back
Uh,
on my name.
Welcome to Colonel Irwin in the chat. I see him quite often when I do these little chats, and we appreciate you being here. Let me see here. Ken Jack, Ben, Vera DeMilo, die young and pretty. And I was like, yeah, I used to always love that. That was, yeah, Jim Carrey was crazy on In Living Color. I
He is
loved it.
crazy, period. I
So,
love him.
I cannot believe. So you have an interesting. Okay, so at 7 years old,
7. Yes.
that again, that it's strange for me because like it's hard for me. Okay, so let me ask you, how old were you when you actually had sex for the first time?
Um, sex with a man or sexual
Sex and
intercourse?
sex.
Well, my first sexual experience was in first grade.
Oh shit! What
It
the
was with
fuck?
my best friend, and
Oh.
you remember those channels that used to come out, the 98 and 99 channels?
You talking about like Channel One?
Spice,
Because I used to watch like Channel One and stuff like that. And
Spice, and the Adam and Eve channel. They would
I,
all be
I, I definitely
scrambled.
I remember Spice. I used to watch Spice
Yeah.
in the hotel. Me and my brother used to throw parties at. They used to have Spice on lock. You could just turn it over and watch all the little different
Now,
adult
see,
stuff.
we could watch it as kids. You just have to wait until 9 o'clock. Like it would always
Mm.
be a fuzzy screen until 9 o'clock, and then you could see everything until 5 a.m. So
Mm.
we used to watch it. Me and her, I'll be
In
over at her
first grade?
house.
In
Yes,
first grade? Oh
yes.
shit!
And we
Okay.
would watch it and be like, "Oh my god!" And so one day we saw two lesbians going at it, and she
Oh
was eating
shit!
out, and
Okay.
she just looked at me. She's like, "I wonder how that feels," and I was like, I wonder how that feels too. So we decided we wanted to try, and we did. So yeah, that was interesting.
We losing Baron Von Taco Cat. Baron Von Taco Cat said that is too young. That's why I'm
That
saying
is too young. I
that is too
agree.
young. Okay. That's why I was like, okay, because
But
I thought you were gonna be like,
my first male experience with
yeah.
a man that was I was 18 years old.
Oh,
It
okay.
was
Wait a minute.
my
Okay,
high school.
let me stop you. Okay,
Okay,
so you had this first experience.
I did.
You didn't have an experience with a male until you were 18. So
Correct.
from the time that you had your first sexual experience until you were 18 and had your first sexual experience with a man, did you have multiple continued experiences with other women?
Oh yes.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, all the
Now
way
let's get into that because that's what I want to talk about. I'm like, okay.
all the way up until I was in 11th grade, and
Ooh,
then
okay.
I started looking for him again. He was my high school sweetheart. I went to another high school. He went to another high school, and I started looking for him. I was friends with his cousin, so I stayed in contact with his cousin. And after I graduated, he called me, so we reconnected, and I went off to college. And I'm in college, North Georgia, and I'm around a whole bunch of strangers. And I'm like, look, my boyfriend is about to go into basic training for the Army. I just want to go back to Atlanta and give him my virginity. They said, okay,
Oh,
cool. We hop in the car
wait a
and
minute,
we
hold
drive.
up. Let's time out again. Okay,
Go
hold up.
ahead.
Okay, so you said give me your virginity, but you've been having sex with women all this time though.
Correct.
So
Just
you're not a
eating them out.
virgin.
I haven't been penetrated at all.
What?
So
No, but you still not a virgin though. I got gay friends that never. Okay.
technically,
No, you was
because
in
I
the
haven't.
game. Once you
I was
done
in the
licked the
game.
pussy,
I was
no.
in the game. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
what
was
I'm
in the
saying,
game. But
gang. Once you
technically, I haven't been. I wasn't penetrated up until I gave him my virginity. I still was a virgin. I didn't let anybody finger me. None of that. I wanted to give it to him. So
but you was licking
yeah,
pussy and stuff. You was
it
what
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I was doing with them.
oh man.
They just ate me out. That's it. I wouldn't let them penetrate me with fingers
But
or
that's
anything
still
like that.
sex. That's you sound okay. Your ass is Bill Clinton. You trying to this motherfucker was doing everything. It's like, oh, that's not sex. This motherfucker getting
Technically, I had sexual relations with women, yes, but
so
I
you
did
weren't
not.
no virgin. That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't a virgin, but
Hmm.
I still had my cherry.
Cause it
That's
wasn't like
it.
you just did it one or two times. It sounded like your ass
I
kept
did
going.
it. Yeah, I did it a
You
couple times.
that's
I
what
ate
I'm
out girls
saying.
a couple of times.
Oh, you wasn't no damn virgin. You was in the game then, baby. You was in the game. I'm like,
See, what we would consider virginity is somebody who has a complete hymen, and I did. So that's what I'm talking about. Basically, I had never slept with a man. I had never sucked a dick. I have never done none of
yeah,
that
okay.
until I
I
was
like
18 years old.
okay, hold up. And Mike Pernesi asked a very important question here, and
Oh my
I
god.
need to give it like so. Mike Pernesi is asking, how big were your boobies at 18? So let's get into that.
Let's see. I was a double D by then.
Yeah.
So yeah, and my mom was like freaking the fuck out because I couldn't wear anything without cleavage. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but you know you the female Bill Clinton, yeah, Dr. Fantastic. What the definition of is. Yeah, I remember when he was
Is.
doing that, yeah. He was saying, I was like, man, matter of fact, and people used to rag on me, I thought Monica Lewinsky, she would have definitely got the dick. I mean, that's what it is. She definitely would have got the dick. And motherfuckers were laughing at me because I thought oh, hold up. No, me and Baron Von Taco Cat is falling out. Hold up. Baron Von Taco Cat is agreeing with you that you were a virgin,
Thank you. I was a virgin.
even though you was eating pussy and getting eaten out and all
That
that
don't
shit.
count. That don't count. That don't count.
I
That don't
did
count.
not have sexual
Relations.
with that woman. Oh no.
Sexual relations.
Oh Lord. Okay, hold on. Oh, Chasing. I love that movie.
Chasing Amy, I love that movie.
I love that movie. And the reason I love that part at the end when she finally was just like, yeah, I fucked both of those dudes at the same time because I wanted to.
That's
And I was
it,
like,
bitch. That's it.
I love that. I was
She
like, because I
owned
thought
that
that was,
shit.
oh man, I loved it. That shit was hot, man. Because I was like, dude, Ben Affleck's character couldn't. He was like, oh. he couldn't understand. But I was like, yeah. I thought that was hot, man. And she was just like, yeah, motherfucker, I had threesome because I wanted to have one. That's what it
That's
was.
it. That's
And,
it.
all right, but apparently I'm getting downvoted in the chat. Everybody telling me that since there was no penetration,
Tell them.
I'm like, there's no penetration. No, I feel like if I'm getting blown, if I'm all that kind of shit, then that's sex. That's sex to me. That's very intimate. Putting your mouth on someone else's genitals, and I've done that very much, so much that I could be considered a carnivore. I'm like, I didn't ate a lot of pussy in my time. So, and
Look,
it is what
it's
it
what we
is.
like to call experimenting, and that's what I was doing. I was experimenting. When you're in high school,
Were there
everybody
fucking
has
beaker tubes and all kind of shit like that? Because I don't know.
no, I
It's
didn't
like
get penetrated.
I don't know if you remember when Marv Albert got exposed for liking to fuck around with dudes and going to that dominatrix. He had some fucking big black dude named Bruce that he was flying in to have sex with him and shit. And then they asked him, when he got exposed when that damn dominatrix when they had her book and they found out this motherfucker was in there flying her around so he could have weird sexual experiences. That motherfucker said, "I was experimenting." And
He was experimenting.
I was like, motherfucker, your ass is 50, 60 some years old. What the fuck was you experimenting with?
You have to think about it like this. Back in their day, they weren't allowed to do none of that shit at all. So when you get to a certain point of the age, you just like, fuck all this shit. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. I'm gonna, experiment the way that I want. And he did that. Okay, great. I mean, look, if Bruce got his rocks off, go ahead, Bruce. That's it. Go ahead, Bruce.
Oh.
But everybody in the chat agrees with me.
Hold
I
up.
was a virgin.
Okay, so hold up. Baron Von Taco Cat might be coming back to the right side. Hold up. Because, so first of all, Michael Pernesi says, if there was a girl with double D's in school, I would have gone every day. That definitely.
There were a lot of girls with double D's in my school.
Shit. Okay. And then let me see here. Dr. Fantastic says, facts is facts, Antonio. She was a virgin. Quote, technically.
I
don't do technicalities and shit.
I will give you that. I was eating girls out. Girls were eating me out, but no fingers and no stuff up my stuff.
But see, Baron Von Taco Cat says strap-ons and fistings make you not a virgin. So he's going by the Hyman rule.
Right.
They have the Heimlich maneuver, but he's talking about the Hyman maneuver. And
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
See, no strap-ons, no fisting, none of that. But so then I turned.
Were y'all doing the scissor thing? I always wonder when girl no scissor thing. I always see that in the movies.
You know what girls do? Girls like to hunch. They do like to do the scissoring, but I didn't do that. But I used to like hunching teddy bears.
Okay. Hold up. Okay, we just took a turn. Okay, so teddy bears. Okay, that I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so let's dive into that. Let's talk about the sex with. How many teddy bears did you molest?
You said molest. Two. I used to have two teddy bears, two giant teddy bears that I had on my bed.
Big
and in big ones, and I would hunch them, and get my rocks off. Didn't know what that was. Didn't know what that was about until I got into high school and I started studying sex. Because everywhere around me, people were fucking. I mean, they were fucking in the stalls. I am spilling all the tea. I don't have nothing to hide. They were fucking in the stalls. They were fucking in the staircases. I mean, we went to a movie. It was all of our class, 11th grade and 12th grade. We went to a movie. A girl was getting a train ran on her in the middle of the movie.
There was a lot of trains getting ran in my high school. I'm just saying, my brother used to do that shit all the time, man. They used to, they would always be some little young lady that was one of my brother and his boys. He was like in the gang and shit, and these girls would come through and he would just pipe them down, and there'd be 4 or 5 dudes. The girl would take them all on. She was taking on all comers, baby.
That's exactly what it was. They called her. She was fucking 5 dudes. She was on
Oh
top
yeah.
of a dude was in her ass. She
Damn.
was sucking dick. They had
Oh.
the flashlight so you could see some of it. And it was like, oh my God, it was the biggest thing ever that happened in our high school. It was hilarious.
Okay, hold on. Comic Book Bob says, "Me, Teddy, show us where on the human where she touched you." And yeah, yeah,
His leg.
yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Barry Valtaco Cat, your high school sounds sweet. I
Oh my
agree. I agree.
God. It was
Yeah.
crazy. It was a crazy high school.
Okay, Bianca Fights the Zombie says, "Okay, I'm back. Did I miss the fisting?"
No fisting.
Not into that. Not into that.
Not into fisting. So no, you're good. But
Mm.
I'll continue telling you guys my virginity story because it
Oh,
was a twist and turn. It really was.
oh, okay.
So I'm in a car with a bunch of strangers
Oh,
and we're
oh,
driving
oh,
3 hours from my school to Atlanta
okay.
to meet up. He meets us, go to the house.
Mm,
One thing leads to another. I'm getting
yeah.
penetrated. It hurts. Right when
Oh,
it was about to start feeling good, we hear a knock at the door.
come
It's
and
his
knock on our
cousin Paul
door. Hmm.
and his brother. And they're like,
Oh,
what the fuck's going on? And Eric is just like, I'm in here with Tara. We about to fuck. Y'all need to chill out. And he just starts going berserk. His cousin Carl. Me and his cousin Carl dated for 3 months. I can't even consider that dating. We just talked on the phone all summer. Then he
mm,
went and had a relationship with my best friend for 2 years. So
mm,
I didn't understand why he was flipping out, but he was flipping out. He was like, that's my pussy. I'm supposed to take
mm.
that cherry. And
Oh,
we're like, what?
oh,
We're like,
oh.
what? So we get up, because he's trying to bust in the door. So I'm butt naked. I get up, I start getting dressed because I'm mad. He
Mm,
halfway in the door, and I'm going to the door, like ready to fight him.
mm.
And his cousin, the man that I came down here to give my virginity to, is in between both of us. So his brother had to drag his cousin out the house, and that was the end of that.
Mm. Okay,
Yeah.
so what I thought you was about to say was that the other guys joined in and you had like a fatal 4-way thing going on.
No.
Like, yeah, okay, so yeah, you didn't. Okay,
Stuff,
because
stuff like that didn't come till later, 2 years later when I was in
okay,
college.
okay, so now you're really in the game, and
Right.
there's no dispute. You are no longer a virgin.
That's it.
Okay, so at that point, how do you go from one-on-one encounters to having encounters in like threesomes and stuff like that?
Okay, well, I moved back to Atlanta and I
See,
started
all this shit
going
go
to,
on in Atlanta. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? Atlanta.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It would
Okay.
have went on anywhere, and it really did. It's just the type of person that I was and the type of people that were around me. But we
Mm,
moved back to Atlanta. I started going to college there. I had the college apartment, and I had friends. And one of my roommates, I'm going to call her Kay. She was really cute and really sweet. I had a boyfriend and everything, so they would all come to our house to kick it. Well, one night we got drunk and high, and we're sitting around. It's about 5 girls and 5 boys. We're sitting around, so we start talking about sex.
mm.
So they were like, you know what? How about we just have an orgy right here? How about we suck, all the girls suck, all the dudes' dick will suck it for 10
Oh,
minutes,
oh yeah,
and then you
yeah.
guys can eat us out for 10 minutes.
Oh,
So,
okay.
of
Oh,
course, they're like, okay, cool. So
yeah. That's definitely cool. Yeah, yeah. Let's more of that, please.
So basically, we started sucking their dick, and about that time, I had went from not sucking dick at all to the person that ended up taking my virginity. I ended up having a lot of sexual experience with him, so
Mm, mm,
I
mm.
ended up being like a bomb dick sucker. Shouts out
Oh,
to Eric. That's
oh,
what's
oh, oh.
up.
Okay, I see you.
We slobbing knobs, and it's time to switch. And
Mm,
by the time it's time to switch, my roommates, co-workers, 2 of them, they came in the door and they're like, "What the fuck is going on?" And we're like, we told them what's going on. And they're like, "Okay, well, I know how to eat out, and I love eating pussy. So what's up?"
oh, oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
they joined, and
Mm,
the dude. one of her coworkers had this long tongue, and he's like, "I'll
Ooh.
eat you out, mama." And I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
"A word?" Like,
Yeah, word.
I'm like, "Okay, cool," because I've never had an orgasm by a dude getting ate
Mm.
out. So I'm like, "Okay, cool. Let me try it." His eating out skills were superb, and
Mm.
we were enjoying it until we hear.
Oh, wait a minute, hold up. Now that didn't sound pleasant. What's going on there?
And everybody stopped. And my
Oh,
friend gets up and she's just like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And her other
oh,
coworker is like, "You farted in my face, bitch." And everybody just died.
oh my God! I told that story on the episode of Sexy Party last year. It was the chick I lost my virginity to, and I was down there. I was going down there. I'm giving the head, and I'm polishing that thing up, and all of a sudden she goes, and it was a direct facial shot.
Yes.
That is the worst, because normally you smell a fart and it's wafting in the air and all that, and then it's got time to like build. When you take it direct from the ass like that and it's right at your nose, oh my God, it was like my nose hairs were burning. I couldn't. I was like, because she's like, oh, 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 and then I'm like, oh.
Yep.
Oh, well, it was horrible. So yeah, I'm definitely flag on the play right there. I
So
couldn't do it.
it mostly ended everything for everybody else except my roommate. My roommate fucked both her two coworkers. We went in her room because we heard her. She's like, ah. And we were like, "Oh, what the fuck going on?" And we opened the door and she's getting back shots
Oh,
from both areas. I'm just like,
oh,
"Okay, girl, go,
oh man.
girl."
So she the champion. She taking on all comers. I love
That's
it.
it. That's
That's what
it.
it
And
is.
I was just like, when everybody else was so turned off because of
Mm.
that, it was hilarious. Because after he said that, everybody smelt it.
Oh, oh, come on now. Okay, that's
And
good.
then my other two roommates came home and they were like, "Why does the house smell like pussy?"
Oh,
I was
ah,
like, "What the fuck?"
oh shit.
I said,
Oh,
"Okay, I'm going to bed."
oh, that's a very profound question.
Right.
Why does the house smell like pussy?
Because there was a lot of pussy there. That's
Mm,
it. We couldn't
mm.
tell them, "Hey, we just had a somewhat orgy in the middle of the living room." But yeah, like,
I mean, y'all burn no incense and no shit. What kind of black folks are y'all?
because once she farted,
Oh
he stepped
God,
back and said that everybody got themselves together. That's when they came in the house.
that should have y'all should have had. What's that stuff that my mom used to, that magic incense stuff that spray in the spray bottle with the little
See,
Indian chief on it,
now
all
that
that
I
stuff.
know, oh my God, now that I know about Ozium, I would have sprayed that shit everywhere had I
Oh,
had it. But oh my God, we weren't even thinking about that. And they just came in and they were like, "The fuck going on?" And then after she
oh.
said that, she was just like, "Where's the weed?" So she
Oh,
didn't give
she
a
want to
fuck.
smoke. Okay, hold on. So that's a good point. So okay, so when you do stuff like this and you into that, can you just do it straight no chaser, or do you need to have a little something on? You need a little drink, a little smoke. How do you get down, or is it just
If I
natural?
feel like fucking, I fuck. I
Well,
don't need weed and I don't need alcohol to give me, approval or to make me loose about it. No, if I want to
yeah,
fuck, I'm
because
fucking.
I've noticed that with some chicks, man, and I'm talking about some of my better experiences when they were just like sober. They were real kind of prudish and stuff, and then all of a sudden they, get a little shot of vodka or something, instead of the nerves, all of a sudden they turn into the Incredible Hulk all of a sudden. And I'm like, oh shit. Yeah. I was like, there was a couple of these young ladies surprised the brother. I was like, oh no, I didn't understand what I was getting into, because I was like, oh, okay, this should be just, nice and steady, slow. And next thing you know, they get that look in their eyes and they grabbing dick, and I was like, oh shit, I don't
Some women
damn what
need that. I don't. Look, if I find a man attractive and I know that we're going to his house or we're going to a hotel or we're going to my house, I know I'm about to suck his soul. That's it.
Oh, I love it. Okay, because oh man, when you said that, I had a flashback. There was this girl. She used to come. She's always suck on my dick, and she would suck my balls. And oh my gosh, she make my toes curl. I love that shit. She would just lick and suck on my balls, and I would be like, oh my god, oh.
I am not
Oh,
a ball person, but
you're
I
not a
like to
ball person.
drain them. I like to drain them. Don't get me wrong. I
Oh,
love to drain a ball sack. Yes.
mm.
See, I make up for that. I make up for not fucking with the balls by deep throating and throat fucking the
Oh,
shit
oh,
out
you
of
can
your
deep
dick.
throat. Oh, you deep throat?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Oh, well,
I
how's your
love that
gag
shit.
reflex? Tell me about your gag reflex.
Not bad at all. Especially since I got a tonsillectomy. That really helped.
Oh,
And there
okay.
are ways to bypass the gag reflex. I tell girls like lay on your back and hang your head from the side of the bed, and you won't gag at all,
Mm.
and it
Mm.
works.
Now, there's a gay friend of mine, and I heard him. He was giving dick sucking tips to a woman, and the bitch was taking notes. She was like, "Really?"
And
She was
because they know what
interested.
the fuck they doing. Like
Yeah,
my
she was.
homeboy used to tell me shit like, "Oh, that line that's on the side of the dick, lick
Oh
that
yeah,
good."
yeah.
And
You're
yeah,
definitely
I
right
would
about
lick it
that.
and
Yeah.
suck it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They like that shit.
Yeah. See, now you speaking my language. We on the same page. Oh no, Junkyard done. Finish him. Oh no, yeah. That's
I did say alcohol.
yeah.
Alcohol.
Alcohol. Oh no, not
Alcohol.
that. Oh,
Alcohol that I was drinking an alcoholic beverage. No, alcohol. And
what
some
kind
women
of
need that.
what do you like to drink? What do you like to drink?
I love rum. I
Ooh,
love rum. I make my own drink called Awesome Punch, and
ooh,
um, I'll puree some fruit, and then I'll put
okay,
rum, gin, tequila, and vodka. And
ooh.
people like to call it Love Potion number 9.
Love potion number 9.
Because it's the minute you sip it, you feel lusty as fuck.
Mm. Okay.
Yes,
So you
it
got to
really
have all
is.
the little fruits and shit in there and all
Oh
that.
yeah, because I don't like the taste of alcohol, but I like to drink. So if it tastes like a fruity drink with no alcohol, I'm going to drink it, and I'm going to drink a lot of it.
Mm. Okay. You probably drink me under the table. I used to be able to drink. I don't drink like I used to because I used to. I felt like it would alter my mood, and I would drink. I would be sitting there, and I definitely you shouldn't drink alone like that, especially because I drink some vodka. I like screwdrivers, so I
Mm,
would be drinking that a little ice and
yes,
throw that vodka in there and a little OJ.
orange
And
juice.
oh man, and I would drink a lot of that. Next thing I know, half a bottle be gone and shit. And I'd be like, oh,
Oh my god, I can't even think about orange juice or think about drinking orange juice without thinking about the first time I took eggs. That was that
oh,
was an
really? You don't
amazing
pop X?
experience.
You don't pop
Oh
X?
yes,
Oh
oh
shit.
yes.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that was an amazing experience.
Wait, what was that? That's called what they call it rolling.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, because I had a friend of mine. He was into that shit. He used to tell me about rolling, and I was like, okay, that's something I'm not into. So I'm not. Like I said, I smoke a little doobage, but some of that harder shit, I don't fuck with it like that.
I'll tell you I'll tell you why you should try it at least once.
Mm.
Um it opens up all your senses. This is what happened when I first took it. I took it with this guy. Best dick I ever had in life. Best
Oh
dick
shit.
I ever had in life.
Mm.
And we're like, okay, well, so let's take this. They said 30 minutes is supposed to hit. Okay, cool. So we time it. We're sitting up there, we're chilling. 30 minutes come and we're like, we don't feel anything. Do you feel anything? Like, no, I don't feel it. And then I
Mm.
feel like, I feel a ting,
Oh.
like
Okay.
a little ting in my vagina, in my pussy. I'm just like,
Ooh.
ooh.
Okay.
And I was like, you feel it? He's like, yeah. It's like, okay, I guess it's that time. So we get down to it and we're like, oh my God, I can feel everything. Oh my God. And he's just like, oh
Mm.
my God, I can feel the sweat just coming down your Yes, you can feel everything. I mean, every droplet of sweat,
Mm,
breathing, your heart, everything is
mm,
so intense. So,
mm.
if you want to have a really, really, really good sexual experience, do that and fuck and
So
see what
just try it
happens.
one time.
Yes.
Okay. Like I said, I'm open to things, but yeah, I'm not a big drug dude. But like I said, a
Same.
little weed. I don't have no problem with weed, but some of that other shit. My brother used to pop everything. He popped fucking lower tabs and all kind of shit. And
Oh
I'm like,
no. See, I'm not
okay,
even like I like to smoke weed. Give me a little drink. But I heard about it and I was like, you know what? Why not? And I do it every once in a while. The last time I've done it was 5 years ago, I believe. And
oh, so you've been out the game a little while then.
yeah, I've been out. So,
Okay.
people that's when people started talking about Molly, which is supposed to be a better version. And hopefully one day I get to try it. I said it's horrible. Don't ever do Molly or X and not have anybody to fuck. Cause you're gonna sit there and be horny as fuck for nothing.
So okay, so okay, yeah, okay. So that's interesting because like I said, this is new territory for me because, like I said, a little dubage, some drink. Yeah, that's. I guess I'm a big square because like all that other shit, I don't never fuck with it. Yeah, my brother used to hustle and sell drugs and stuff. He'd have all that shit. Like I said, he'd have all the different kind of pills, and he'd go, motherfucker high school game going on. He knew exactly where to go, and these motherfuckers they be out there tailgating and popping pills and doing all that, and he'll make a little money. He'll make their ends and dividends. That's how it would go. So
They'll do it. I mean, I don't get other drugs like people like, well, I'll do some mushrooms and have sex.
yeah,
Well,
shrooms. Yeah, definitely shrooms. All that shit.
I
Yeah.
had a horrible experience using shrooms in college. And I was around people who just didn't give a fuck. They do drugs for a living. That's just what they do. And they were like, "Yeah, get a head full of shrooms." And my stupid ass, "Yeah, let me get some shrooms." End
Well,
up crying in the corner for hours.
we have here in Tennessee, we have Bonnaroo, and
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple of my friends when they go to Bonnaroo every year, and that's part of their hustle. They'll go down there with all kind of extra party activities to sell, and they come back over that weekend or whatever. They come back with a fucking grip. It's like they got
Mm.
all the because people are going around. You get a couple thousand people and they want to get high and shit. They want to
You're
they want to get
right.
high and so yeah, they'll go down there and I'm talking come back with 10, 15. And I'll be like, damn. They're like, we
They'll go
told you
out
to
there and
come with
sell
us.
out. Yeah.
But other people I've seen other people they're going to Bonnaroo and they because we had one a couple years ago. They pulled these guys over and they had about $100,000 worth of shit in their vehicle. They had
Jesus.
brownies and fucking all kind of shit. It was like it was one of the biggest drug buzz. These people, so somebody must snitched on them because that just sound random as fuck for them to just get pulled over. They had shrooms, they had all that shit, and I was like, wow,
That's
so
Tennessee for you. Some haters. Like
you know.
people just trying to get they trying to get their freak on, enjoying their drugs.
100,000 though. That's the thing. Like, there's a difference between just having a joint or two and trafficking. You
Yeah,
know
they
what
had
I'm
weight. They had weight.
Yeah,
They were
yeah, they
ready.
had weight. That's why I was like, yeah, you doing too much. I was like, that's a business, But I do think because they're starting to talk about at least here in Tennessee, they're starting to talk about like legalizing it and all this kind of
Legalization.
so
Yep.
we can have the dispensaries and all that stuff like some of the other states do. Because that would be a good case. There's still a lot of farmers here in Tennessee. A lot of people would
Mm-hmm.
love to be able to to make a big cash crop, grow some marijuana and shit, and make that shit, pay their taxes like a normal citizen, and be able to profit off of that. But it's just about I think as time goes on, people's opinions on drugs like at least marijuana.
Marijuana.
I don't, yeah, because I've lived in the hood, most of my life, and fucking walking around seeing human zombies walk around like
Crackhead Jays.
that's what I'm saying. I was like, motherfuckers talking about, hey man, do you watch The Walking Dead? I was like, yeah, motherfucker. Every time I walk out my motherfucking house,
Straight
I see
up.
zombies walking up and down the damn street because that damn crack, that does something to these motherfuckers, man. They fucking teeth falling out and stuff. They look, I've seen people I went to school with, and they just are different people after they start fucking around with that rock, man. It's just on some other shit.
But you see, that's southern crackheads. When I went to Baltimore,
Baltimore got heroin, don't it?
They do, but they have crackheads too. And I'm telling you, I have never seen some entrepreneurial crackheads until I went to Baltimore. They were having a yard sale of all the shit they were trying to sell, and they stole everything. They had a sign. They were on the porch with all their shit. I said, "Are you kidding me?"
So you working for the drug habit?
No, I was just over there chilling with my friend,
no,
and I saw them.
I'm saying them.
Oh, them. Yeah.
That's what's fucked up. They were so motivated. The drug, you're not motivated to get up and go work at a regular 9 to 5, but you got to get high. So now all of a sudden you out there trying to cut grass. You out there doing anything you can do to get that money you working for the drug man now.
Right, and that just tripped me out. I was like, oh my God, it's a crackhead coalition, and they got together. They got together and decided, hey, we can make this money together and smoke these rocks together. I said, oh my God, okay.
No, I dated a young lady, and she was trying to get clean. She had been clean when I met her. She was going to meetings. She actually tried to. I probably should have been more supportive because I told a friend of mine. I said, "Hey, she confessed to me that she's a recovering crack addict." And as soon as I told them that, they was like, "Oh no, you got to stop fucking with her." And I was like, "But she was sweet." When I didn't know that she was on drugs, I just accepted her for what it was.
Right.
And and then she told me, she told me, and the energy changed a little bit. And she was like, "See, now I feel like I shouldn't have told you." And I don't know. I feel bad about it, but then she had a relapse.
Shit.
She had a relapse. And then I was like, oh, damn, did I cause the relapse from some of the things that I had said when she was honest with me? Because I respected the fact that she was honest with me.
Right.
And I was like, she didn't have to tell me because I didn't know. I didn't know she was on drugs. And she was very honest with me. She was like, look, she said, I'm going to meetings. I'm trying to get help. And then she had a relapse. And then I was like, oh, shit. And then I was like, I'll be an asshole if I break up with her now because she was honest with me and she didn't have to be.
Right.
And so, but I want it out. And that's one thing I noticed about me. Once I see a flaw, it's like, it's kind of like Eddie Murphy in Boomerang when he look at the bitch's feet. And if the bitch, that's exactly because motherfuckers told me I was just like that. They was like, Tone, you just be looking at the chicks and then you just start picking them apart. Especially after I get laid.
Oh,
it's
you
like,
Scott
okay,
Baio.
Yeah. It's like, okay, so I done hit it now. So it's time to move on. And so I start looking for every little excuse. She's got her front tooth is a little crooked. I gotta go. It's that kind of, so I done fucked her now, so it doesn't matter. I've tried not to be like that, but that's what motherfuckers tell me. They was like, man, you were so happy. And then you just start nitpicking every little thing. And I was like, I'm trying not to be like that, but I feel like with her, I was like, okay, I got to be different this time. I can't. Okay, she was honest with me. She told me about the drug habit, and she's going to meetings. She asked me to come to a meeting with her. I didn't feel comfortable with that. It's like whatever, Narcotics Anonymous and shit. And we had, I didn't know we were having these meetings. There was there was a couple meetings in town, a couple places in Nashville she was going to. And I mean, she was going every week. She was going. And she was like, I would like you to, to know more about this. I want you to come with me. And I was like, oh, fuck that. I ain't no damn crackhead. Fuck out of here.
It's a struggle, and at the end of the day, you're only human. So I mean, I totally understand that thought process. A lot of us have it and we don't want to be upfront about it, but that's what it is. That's sad that she had a relapse. Damn.
Yeah, she had a relapse, and then I noticed, and then so I tried to stay with her. I was like, oh damn, I'm trying to be a better person than I used to normally, because I expect people to bail on me. So I was trying not to do like that. So I let that shit drag out like 2 more months. And then I was like, all right, I'm out.
If it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work, man. Hey, you tried.
And but it's a weird thing. I'm gonna tell you weird thing about that. Uh we went to a hotel. We used to go to hotel all the time. We like getting hotels. Hell, I was living in a dump, and she get away and get to a nice, at least decent hotel, with nice, bed and furniture, big TV and that stuff. Make it feel special. We didn't go all the time, but we would do it, just get away sometimes. And just she was living at home with her mom, and so she liked to feel a little spoiled. So we go get a hotel. And this is the first time. I remember it was gonna be our first time having sex. We had messed around a little bit, we jerk each other off and do that kind of stuff, and I suck on her titties and do all that, but we never went the whole way. So we decided, we had a conversation. She said, we need to do this. And that was interesting to me, because you see the movies and all this shit spontaneous. She's telling me, it was a few days before we went, she wants to, have, spend the night. She wants to get a nice hotel room and us have a nice dinner and do all that. We go, we get the hotel and we finna mess around. And so I was like, so I know for a fact I'm getting laid tonight because this is what we're going to do. So, we go and get the hotel, and I go down on her. She fucking goes ape shit. Well, the only thing pissed me off though, she didn't shave. I told her to shave, and she had like a motherfucking Jackson 5 afro down there. That shit pissed me off because I was like, pulled the panties down, and it was like, looking through the window. And I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? I was like in a jungle movie with a fucking machete down there. I was like, I thought you was gonna, I'm sorry, I didn't have a chance. I was like, God. And I mean, it was a lot. She had like 70s porn star bush.
Oh no.
Because I don't mind if you have a little hair, but she had too much hair.
No.
Matter of fact, it was funny. I started fucking with her when I was down. I had my head between her legs, and I actually fluffed her pussy hair up, and then I laid on it like it was a motherfucking pillow. I fluffed the pussy hair up, and then I laid on it. And she slapped me. I had bald head. She slapped me on the head because she was getting mad. She's like, I told you I was sorry. I was like, I was just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. So I went down there. But I noticed I'm down there like having to be Moses and part the Red Sea down that motherfucker.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, she had way too much hair down there.
First off, oh my God. So she didn't bring a razor or nair?
No.
At all?
No.
Oh God.
Oh no, hold on. 45 inches. I love my so you got the hair too.
I can't. No, I tell men, you better shave that shit. I want that shit smooth. You want your dick sucked really, really well. Have a smooth private area for me to play on.
Well, I have hair, but I try not to let it be way out of the way with it though. I just don't want to have all that going on. Michael Pro Nesty says Ball Beaver is the best beaver. But yeah, like I said, she oh shit, soft and silky. I like
soft and silky. I still don't want it cut. You gotta trim that thing because when you're down there eating out, it gets stuck in your mouth. No,
yeah, because I'm spitting out fucking.
No,
it was so funny. There was an episode. I don't know if you ever watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, and Larry David did an episode where he went down on his wife and she hadn't shaved, and he got a hair stuck in his throat. And the whole episode, he had that hair stuck in his throat until the last, until the last scene where a guy hit him, and the guy punched him in the gut or something, and he was like, "It's gone." And he was happy, and then he went to the credits. That shit was funny as hell. Because when he did that, I had the flashback of when I went down on my girl. Like I said, this is the first time, she got her legs spread up down there. Like I said, she loved. Matter of fact, even after we broke up, she was fucking with some other dudes. And she loved my oral skills so much. She was asking me to come, could she come over? Because she's like, he don't eat my pussy like you do. And I was like, this is what it is. So, but yeah, so I like I said, I got through it, and then it got time to actually have sex. She scoots up on the bed, and I put it in,
Ready for the
and
dick.
but I'm saying this. I've told this story a few times. It blew me away because it was, and it's one of the only. Matter of fact, I'd say it was the only time this ever happened. It was a perfect fit. I'm not joking, and people don't get what I'm saying.
I do.
I'm telling you, I stuck it in, and it wasn't too snug, it wasn't too tight. It's like all that.
It was just
Everything.
right.
It was just right. And
Yep.
she looked at me because it was so strange that after we had sex, we talked about it.
Yeah.
But she was like, she looked, I noticed when I stuck it in, she was like, she gave me a look, and I gave her a look. I was like,
yeah.
and I was like, it was strange. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's
it was
the
like
best look.
It was like my dick was supposed to go in her pussy. That was what it was.
Right.
And it threw me off. I've had sex dozens and dozens and dozens of times. I'm 45 years old. It is what it is now. But I'm telling you, I've not had that experience again. And like I said, she had her little drug habit. I was like, was that supposed to be my perfect soulmate? And I just fucked it up? Or
now, see, that's okay. Let's get into some education. When a woman is really attracted to you, her vaginal walls relax and conform. So when you put it in, it's supposed to have that perfect fit.
But sometimes it's a little loose, and sometimes it's a little, sloppy.
Then they're not. Then that's not the case.
I'm like I said, obviously I don't have a vagina, but I'm just saying with all the different women I've had, it's always, and I'm talking about men. I've talked to other dudes, and they had to say, because sometimes some women are just built different. Some of them have bigger. That's why they do those surgeries and stuff. Because some women have big sloppy pussies and all this, and even if they're not very sexually active, they just have. They have, it's just like when motherfuckers got moose knuckle and all this other weird shit going on. I'm just saying, y'all are all built different. So correct. I can say 35, 40 women I've been with, and then you stick it in and it's perfect. It's not too loose. It's not tight. It's just like, it's perfect. Yes. It was strange. I've not, and like I said, I have a big enough sample size of sexual experiences. Well, I'm telling you, there's other women I've had amazing sexual experiences with, but there was always that like, oh, okay, went in, it just, okay. I'm telling you, she thought it was weird too, because it was years later, and she was like, it was a perfect fit. That was weird. It was like, it was like, I told motherfuckers it was like Excalibur and the sword and the stone and shit. It was that kind of shit.
That was your Excalibur.
Oh man, but she was a crackhead.
Hey, it be like that sometimes.
So that's what I'm saying. So it was strange to me, but man, and I'm gonna be honest, I was excited. I didn't last very long. I blew one all up in her. We didn't even wear a condom, and I couldn't even last. This bitch made my knees buckle.
Getting cream pie is a weird feeling. It's enjoyable, but it's weird. And I understand that men don't get to feel that. They don't get to feel themselves being filled up with something, but it's weird, but unusually pleasant. I don't know how to describe it. Like, water just squirting up your stuff, or something squirting up your stuff. But that's how I describe squirting. Squirting was weird to me.
So you squirt? You squirt?
I do now.
Oh, okay. Because I was with two girls that were squirters. Very strange experiences, but
yes,
I've had
it
that.
Is. But that magic dick that I was telling you about, yeah. So after I had my virginity taken, I had never had an orgasm with a guy, like ever.
Ooh.
So I had a lot of sexual experiences just chasing the orgasm. Never
You know
had
what?
one.
It just I had a woman that she wasn't a virgin when I got her, but she had never had an orgasm. So it was strange. She was telling me, she's like, yeah, I've had sex, but she thought something was wrong with her.
I did. I went to the doctor and I was like, look, I'm not having orgasms. Something is wrong. And my doctor said something that sticks with me to this day. He said, maybe it's not the hen, maybe it's the rooster.
Okay, we
And
going to church.
yeah, and I said, you know what? It just stopped everything. And I said, you know what? You might be right. So when I started dealing with Mr. Magical Dick, started dealing with him, and we first decided that we were going to have sex, the minute he put it in me, like 30 seconds later, I not only had an orgasm, I squirted. And I was scared.
Wow.
I was like petrified because I didn't know what that feeling felt like. And I was
Oh
like, no,
man.
stop. And he was like, what? And I was like, stop. Whatever you're doing, you need to stop. And he was like, you never had an orgasm, have you? You never squirted, have you? I'm like, no. And he's just like, I do that to women. I didn't mean to, but it's good to know.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I do that sometimes. Yeah. But no,
Yeah.
I had a girl, and it was my first experience with this one was multi-orgasmic, and I laid out because I've just been very honest with this audience, that have been listening to Sexy Party. Like I said, this is episode 20. And we've done 19 other episodes, and I've been very honest. I'm not packing a gun down there. I'm just average. I'm just really, I'm an average size dude. I mean, I get the job done and everything. It is that's just what it is with me. But I got enough to get the job done. But so I told this story where she lays back. I pull her panties off. She lays back. I'm down there just going to town, and she fucking goes nuts because I know how to I'm very good at the filleting, so I'm good about that. And I brought her orgasm just through oral, and I thought the bitch was having a seizure. The bitch started shaking. She got the Holy Ghost up in that motherfucker. She's and it scared me because her body started trembling. And all of a sudden it looked like she was peeing. And it didn't look like she was just coming. There was water coming out. It was it was a lot of water.
A lot of water.
And I was like, what the fuck? I pulled back and the shit was just drop. It looked like a motherfucking waterfall down there. And I didn't know, the shit threw me off. And motherfucker was like, oh, you was just handling your business. And I was like, that wasn't normal. Matter of fact, when we got done, we had sex a couple times. We got done and we pulled the sheets back, and there was a huge, we had to flip the mattress over. It was fucked up. And
not filleting.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Whatever. I was eating pussy. Whatever the hell you call it, man. I was like, shit. I'm like, cunnilingus. Okay. I was a cunning linguist. And it was like, it was.
Freaked you out, huh?
Yeah, but I had never seen anything like that before. I mean, I watch porn movies and it don't go down like that.
Oh my God. Once he was done with me, I had hundreds of orgasms because it went from 30 seconds to every second. I mean, he drained me. When we were done, it was water all on the bed. And I was
it was crazy. But like I said, I hadn't even got to stick it in yet. I was like, I hadn't even got to insertion. And I'm like, she was like, and she was just
shaking.
And she was shaking. And like I said, I pulled back and it looked like she was peeing right there in the bed. It looked like she just like, I said, this bitch is pissing in the bed. I was like, damn, that's pee. and it was funny. My old co-host Anna, that was one of her things. She was like, "That's pee," and they've done studies on that shit, and they've done studies. They've tested whatever the vaginal secretions are, and it's different from urine. You know, it has a different makeup in it. So it was, you know, like I said, the bitch looked like she was peeing though, and the water spot on the bed was massive to the point, like I said, we had to flip her mattress over because she had such a huge, massive water spot in the bed. And I
Oh
couldn't
my
believe it.
God.
But yeah, we was putting it in. And but it was, you know, I got a little embarrassed, so it got time for me to get mine. I was like, okay, you know, so I get to do some insertions. So I stick it in, and I don't want her to see how small I am. So I was like, okay, I don't wanna show her my tiny penis. But I've noticed all you women like to look at the dick before it just goes in. You want to know what kind of tool you getting.
Dicks are pretty.
And so she was laying back all relaxed and everything. And I was like, okay, let me try to slide it in real quick. And then I'll just surprise her with the little tiny Peter. And I go to stick it in. And then automatically her head, she was laying back all relaxed. She looked up and I said, oh God. She's oh God. It was weird. It was weird. So she looked up and she saw the dick and she was like, okay, well, I'm already in it now. And so, and, yeah, she was like, I done committed to the shit now. So I don't know. We dated for 6 months. It worked out. So it was like, but I was kind of weird because, you know, like I said, I was like, oh, I wish I had like 12 inches for her, but it just didn't work out like that.
You know what? As long as you know what you're doing, that's all that matters. See, the magical penis dude, he was about 11, 12 inches, and I thought he was going to destroy my shit. But he has a pleasant big dick. He has a
pleasant big dick.
So much so that I wanted every woman that I know to try it. I was like, "This is some this is some."
You was helping him. You was helping him.
I'm a co-queen, so it's a part of my fetish. So
okay.
I was like, "Yeah." I had homegirls. I mean, they would come over. Fuck. Just sit there and watch. Like, yeah, girl, get it off. They would squirt. Every last one of them squirted. We had one girl. She was squirting like a fire hydrant, just the whole bed soaked.
Damn, super soaker.
Super soaker. And I was just like, God damn.
Oh shit. Okay.
But you know what? I got him back because he was my first orgasm, my first squirting, and I was his first orally. It takes a long time to get him off orally. I've shortened it now. I've shortened it by now. But when I first was doing it, I gave him head for 4 hours straight.
Well, you know, that's weird because the first few blowjobs I had were from hookers. That was the first time there was a couple of hookers I used to, they used to come through, and I'd pay them and they'd suck me off. So that's how I got down. And there was a lot of times they'd be like, all right, I'll suck your dick for $30, $40, whatever the fuck, Yeah, this was a long time ago. So it's like, okay, give me $40, I'll suck you off. Okay, cool. And make it happen. And these girls ain't trying to stay. They trying to suck you off and move on to the next trick. So they would suck me off, and I would bust. I mean, it would last 5 minutes. I was like, and it was like 5 minutes, and then they go, all right, later, baby. And then I'm like, damn. And so after a while, though, I learned to control it. And the bitches didn't want to fuck with me anymore because they was like, damn, he gonna make me suck this dick for like 20 minutes. And I was like, yeah, I won't get my motherfucking money's worth. I learned to control. So now, when I get head now, because of some of the stuff I learned from when I was fucking around with these hooker broads, I can control that shit. I come when I want to come. And I've had bitches tap out. They be like, damn, baby, my jaw getting a little I was like, bitch, you wasn't saying that when I was down there, because they like me to go down there for 25 minutes and half hour and shit, and then they want to spit shine my shit for like 5 minutes. Be like, all right, baby, let's go. And I'm like,
You're
a
going in
little,
and out, honey.
yeah, a little reciprocity. Let's make it happen. So that kind of, like I said, but I used to, I would just, my knees would buckle. They would damn near just touch the dick. And there was this chick, Debbie, she was a hooker, and she used to come, I'd be at work. I was working at a gas station in the hood, and I would just put the back in 5 minutes sign up or whatever, let the motherfucking customers know that I'm not there. I was like, we be back soon. Close the motherfucking store up. I go back in the back, and she would suck my dick. And then she'd be like, "Can I get a drink?" And she would want like a soda after she done blew me off and everything. So I was like, damn. But my boss ended up, we had cameras, but I started paying attention to the motherfucker. He wasn't ever watching. He wasn't paying no attention to the cameras. And because I was like, there was too much bullshit going on in the store. And I was like, this motherfucker got cameras. How does he not see this shit? And so then I started just going, fuck it, he ain't paying no attention. And I started, like I said, I started having girls come in and out of there. I shut the store down. And one time he said, "Hey, Antonio, there was one of my regulars. He said he stopped by the store last night and the store was closed." I said, "Yeah, I had to shut it down for a little while to take. I had to use the restroom. I had to use the restroom. I couldn't just leave the door." "Oh, okay, I got you." And his dumb ass. But finally, he found out. We found out I was running all them girls out of there
on some clerk shit.
Yeah, and he all of a sudden I was off that day. He called me. He said, "Hey, can you come up to the store?" And I said, "Yeah." And I came up there, and it was him and the assistant manager dude named Rick. And they said, "Boss man wants to talk to you." And I went back there, and he had some tape pulled up. And so you see, the bitch comes in the store. I'm like, okay, I know this, because when she sucked me off, it wasn't on camera because we went, they didn't have cameras in the back where we made food, shit like that. So, but they see the bitch come in and they watch. She came in several times. She was sucking my dick every night. She come in. I'd give her. Matter of fact, I was paying her out the register. I wasn't paying her out. At that point, I stopped. I started figuring out how I could kind of juke the register, and I was like, I'm having him pay for my blowjobs. The boss man, I was using the boss man's money to pay the hooker bitch. And she walks in, and I go, okay, I wait on the little customer. She's hanging back. Customers are like, "Oh, you can go ahead." No, I'm waiting on him. Blah, blah, blah. She would just lay off to the side or whatever. I get all the customers. "All right, let's lock the door." Boom, 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 boom. And so we put the sign up like, close, be back soon sign. Go back in. She would suck me off for about 10, 15 minutes. And I bust, oh man, I love it. I bust all in her mouth, and she would just go in and she just swallow it all. I was like, yeah, that shit used to turn me on. She would swallow that shit. And oh boy, that just turned me on. I even think about it now. I was like, God damn, she used to swallow it. Oh man, she, spitters or quitters, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was.
I used to think fucking swallowing was the most disgusting thing on this earth. Now I love it. So
I need you to drink all of it. That's
drink all the babies.
Yeah, that's it, man. You was like, and yeah, salute to Debbie, man, because you made all them working
Debbie,
girls
a real one, huh?
And hold on, Wolf Magdeburg. I can't even say your name, but this shit is funny. It's like Antonio, probably employee of the month every month. Whoo, that shit. But I just.
Thank you, Baron.
Whew, I was like, well, yeah, well, like I said, you guys seem to be liking Mad Weirdo, and I think this is working out. This is what we wanted. We want, obviously, you guys are having fun in the chat. We're having fun bringing the show to you, and please hit that thumbs up if you haven't already, because we can grow this out and get people listening to Sexy Party. But no, man, like I said, he showed me the clip. The bitch come in, she sit off to the side. I wait on the customers because he had audio too. And they had a microphone in that bitch. And I grabbed the close signs and closed the store down and shit. Motherfuckers knocking on the door trying to get their gas and shit. This shit was fucked up. I was like, you can't never hire motherfuckers like me to run your business. I fuck your whole business up, man. It was good that he fired me because I was running his business into the motherfucking ground. I'm eating all this shit, giving the bitch free chips. It's like, hey, can I get chips? Yeah, I'm like letting her get Cokes and shit and not pay for shit. she want a 40 ounce of Colt 45. I let the bitch get it. I said, yeah, just get it. You gonna pay for it? No, I got you, baby. Don't worry about it. Boom, she'll get it. I'm just letting. So that was the thing. Once he started seeing the pattern, he was like, yeah, about the same time every night. About the same time every night, this bitch is coming in. Then Antonio go back in the back with the bitch about 15, 20 minutes, and he come back. And then he unlocks the store and shit. And I was like, damn. Once he started showing me the footage, I knew he had. I mean, it wasn't nothing I could say. He goes, who is this woman? Oh, she a friend of mine. Why are you taking her back? That area's employees only. We watched you on the tape. You've done this multiple times. Because like I said, she was coming. She knew when I said, hey, I'm off tonight. So she only showed up when she knew I was working. That bitch was there on time. I was like, oh, good. I'm about to get my dick sucked tonight. I was going to work anticipating getting my dick sucked. That's motivation because motherfucker like me be calling out all the time. But I was like, that bitch, I had perfect attendance. Yeah, I had perfect motherfucking attendance when that bitch, I knew that bitch was about to come clean my pipes out. I was like, yeah, bitch, come on. And that's what it is. Cause, and I would, we go back in the back and she would suck my ass off, man. Ooh, she would just do everything to me. Oh, and I was like, oh, I squirt one in her mouth. She drink that shit up. And then she's like, yo, I need a Dr. Pepper and a bag of chips.
That's it.
And
can I get Dr. Pepper and a bag of chips?
And let me get a pack of smokes.
That's it.
There you go, bitch. And I give her the shit, and she kissed me on the cheek and go, thank you, baby. And she would walk out. And you working tomorrow night? Yep, I'll be back. Boom, she'd be right back. It'd be about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. She was I was part of, she was like a mailman. I was part of her rounds and shit. She'd make the rounds. And I started getting a reputation as being very hooker friendly, which I am. And I did not mind the fact that I had a reputation of being hooker friendly because the bitches would know. They would bring, the other hookers would tell, they'd be like, yo, this dude is cool as fuck, man. Y'all can come fuck with him. So the boss man even noticed his condom sales had gone way up. His condom sales went way up because the bitches would bring Johns to the parking lot and they would come in. The dude didn't have no condoms. She would come in and buy a little 3-pack of the condoms from us. He was having to triple order it down. He was like, damn, condom sales is going up. Because I was letting the bitches work in the parking lot. I was letting them, they was out there turning tricks. And the only thing that pissed me off, though, is when I'd have to go and sweep the parking lot, I would be finding all kind of busted ass rubbers out there.
Oh, shit.
It would be, because they would just, they would fuck the dude and he'd nut, and then they just throw it, instead of throwing it in the trash, they would just toss it out there. And I was like, God damn, there's like 5 busted condoms. That bitch was working tonight, but they thought I was cool people. They said, oh, he ain't gonna call the cops on us. He cool peoples. And so we did that shit for months. And sometimes they would buy shit and they would throw me the change, and they would like, keep the change, baby. And wink at me and let me go. I was like, oh, cool. Because I was like, I don't be calling the police on nobody unless they just doing some crazy shit. I don't give a fuck them hoes out there working. And I would see, because she said, why don't you ever, she said, some of the dude that used to work here before was kind of an asshole. And, she would take the trick there and let him get filled up on gas and get a couple of brews, and they would be out. But sometimes she didn't really want to fuck around like that. She want to fuck a dude, get him off, and let him go on to his wife or whatever the fuck. So she would pull the car around the back. She said, hey, I'm back here. Is that cool? I said, yeah, as long as you ain't stealing or nothing. She said, no, I don't want to steal nothing. I said, cool. She went pull around the back, and she would fuck dudes in their car. And I started noticing it was and these motherfuckers, they would tip. It was cool. They would like, they would be scared. They was like, no, this dude up in here, he's cool. He ain't gonna call the police on us. Because I remember I got sick one night and I didn't go to work. And the dude, the dude that took the place, he was like, hey, bitch, what you doing back there? And she was like, oh, God. When I came back the next day, she was like, damn, I'm glad you back. That motherfucker that took your spot, he was being an asshole when I tried to park the car back there. Like, yeah. He was like, hey, bitch, you ain't supposed to be back there. That's employees or whatever, because we had the spot in the back was where the boss wanted the employees to park their cars and shit. And so I let her park back there because the police didn't bother nobody. She go back there and just ride dick in cars, and then they would drive off, and then they'd be back the next night. And I mean, this, especially on Fridays and Saturday nights, I see that bitch come and she would turn 4, 5, 6 tricks out there in the parking lot and make her money. And she never fucked with me. She thought it was cool. She was like, damn, you don't never. So that's what I'm saying. Every now and then she would break me off. She throw me an extra little 10 or something. Say, keep that, baby. I appreciate you. And she would go on about her business. So I told, and the dude, that was another thing. He was like, you're letting hookers work in the parking lot out here. You're letting prostitutes operate in my parking lot, in my business. I was like, motherfucker, I'm on third shift.
Right.
And yeah, you selling cigarettes and beer. It's the weekend. Motherfuckers want to party and get lit, man. They want Black and Milds. They want Newports. They want pussy. They want 40 ounce. That's what I'm saying. So I was like, the condom sales. How the fuck do you talking about all that money you making from your condom sales? How you think that's been happening? He said, but Antonio, that's illegal. You can't allow these people to operate like that. And I said, I'm not allowing the bitch to do. I didn't tell the bitch, hey, bitch, go back there and do this or do that. She just did it, and I was cool. I didn't give a fuck because she wasn't bothering nobody. I don't give a fuck she out there fucking. What the fuck do I care about that?
She working.
Yeah, she out there working, man. World's oldest profession. And she was a professional.
Right. You know? Just tell them to throw their condoms in the trash and it's all good.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with that. She did, because that used to piss me off about they would just bust and just throw them out there. Like I said, I could tell she was busy because she would have 4 or 5 on good nights, and like I said, I started seeing some of the same dudes, and it was a couple times the guy, he got used to coming to my gas station. It was fucked up, and he came with his family. He came with his family.
Yo.
So I said, okay. I said, this is that motherfucker. He be back. But obviously, it's like I'm in Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I don't tell nobody. Yeah, so he knew I didn't put him on blast, and he was cool with that. He was like, hey buddy, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, you that motherfucker be getting your dick sucked in the back there. I was like, I know you, but I was getting my dick sucked in the back in the break room. We had a break room in the back. So like I said, I would close up and I would let the girl go back. But like I said, he had it on footage. He had the footage and he played, and like I had to come in on my day off and I went back and talked to him. His name was Steven. And I went back and talked to him, Steven, and the assistant manager, Rick. And he said, Antonio, what's going on here? She's a friend of mine. Well, she's been coming every night, and I noticed you're shutting the store down for like 15, 20 minutes at a time. I was like, is your register coming up short? No, we're not accusing you, but you're letting her go back in the area where, well, there's she be wanting to use the bathroom. Well, there's an outside bathroom for customers. That's private bathroom in the back for the employees. Well, I mean, she's my friend, so I know she ain't gonna do nothing. Well, she's not supposed to be back there. And why is she coming every night? And and if she is using the restroom, why are you going back there with her? And at that point, I knew my black ass was finna get fired.
Yeah, that's a done deal. You can't.
Yeah, I was like, they had already figured out. They was like, okay, this motherfucker in here, and also they saw me like give her some things and not charge her for it. I gave her like packed cigarettes. I let her get her fountain drink, get a bag of chips. Yeah, I was letting her get shit. And they said, yeah, he pulled up another clip. He said, right here, I noticed she got a few items and you never rang those items up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy. Here we go. I was like, yeah.
It's a done deal.
Yeah, it's a wrap at that point.
Okay.
And so I was like, look, man. I said, let me just be real. I said, okay, she been sucking my dick. I told him straight up, he couldn't believe the look on his face. He couldn't believe it. He had this look on his face. He was like, why were you doing that at work? I said, because this is a shitty ass job at a gas station. I don't give a fuck about this job. Because I knew once he decided he'd fire me, I'm going to keep it 100 on your motherfucker.
Right.
I'm like, this job sucks. You ain't paying me but $8 an hour, dumbass. I was like, yeah, so the bitch going to come suck my dick? Yeah, I might let her walk out with a fucking coat or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, she was sucking my dick. And she did that shit for like 3 months, man.
Imagine having sex at your job at a police station. It's 2 floors below your job.
Oh,
That's what I was doing. I used to work downtown Atlanta, and I would work there in the summertime as a record keeper. So I would have to come in there dressed like a secretary. And the guy that I gave my virginity to, we were dating, and he would come up to my job and he see me in my outfit, and it would turn him on. So one night, I ended up closing 6 o'clock. He came up there. He was like, "Nobody's in the building. Let's. You want to fuck?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Get on top of the desk. He hikes up my skirt and rips my pantyhose, and we're getting it in. We're getting in. And what stopped us was the janitor ended up coming in like, "Oh shit." Pull our clothes back down, make ourselves straight. And he just like sees me in there, like, "Oh, you about to go out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm about to leave for the day." So we get on the elevator, and here go police. And we're snickering because we just got it in. And here
oh,
goes police.
damn.
That was fun. We did
But,
that a
but
couple times.
but yeah, see, that's the thing. But like I said, I fucked that job up. I was working. It was an Exxon. It was an Exxon gas station. I fucked that job up.
He said
Man.
Craig from Friday getting
Yeah.
fired
This
on
is
his
just
day.
like Craig. Yeah, Craig. This is just like Craig from Friday getting fired on his day off for stealing boxes. But that's the truth. I fucked it up because I started. That was another reason why I guess why he decided to start checking the camera. He's like, "What is Antonio doing in there?" Because he would come in, and sometimes he would come in early, and I would be hustling trying to get the cooler stock. He was like, you were supposed to do that over the night shift. Why didn't you get it? And I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get this cooler stock real quick. And by the time in the morning time, everybody going to work. So I'd step in the cooler for like a second, and another customer, it was like, doo-doo. You'd hear the little beep of the door, and motherfuckers would come in and shit. And I'm hustling trying to get this cooler stock and get this beer stock back up and do all that. And he was like, what's been going on? We were real busy. I'm looking at your sales over the night. It doesn't look like you were that busy. But the reality was, man, that bitch put like a sleeper hole on my ass. I tell motherfuckers, I was like, when she sucked my dick, I was done. It was like sleeper hole, man. It was I'd be so relaxed. I don't feel like stocking no coolers and shit at that point. I would just, and sometimes I remember one time she sucked my dick, man, and she left. I sat down on the stool and I just went to sleep. I slept for like an hour. And it was, you know what was so funny? She sucked my dick, and I went on the stool and I went to sleep, and I must have been asleep for about an hour or something. And I woke up and there were 3 people standing in line just patiently waiting on me to wake up.
Oh wow,
I'm
that's
not
sweet
shitting
though.
you. I went to sleep, and the motherfucker. I looked up and there was this white dude standing there. And he was being super patient. He was just sitting there chilling. I was like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry." And he's like, "I didn't want to disturb you. You look like you tired."
See, that is sweet. They were actually considerate.
It was so funny. I was like, damn. So I got my dick sucked. I didn't do no work. And then I went to sleep for like an hour, and these 3 motherfuckers are standing in the store just waiting patiently for me to wake up instead of going, excuse me, sir. And you wake up. And I was like, oh, that shit was fucked up. But yeah, but I did that shit for like 7 months. And by that 7th month, I was a complete and utter fuck up, and he should have fired me.
I mean, well, man, working at a gas station is not the shit. It's a boring ass, dull ass life, and it's something you do to pay your rent. That's it.
And I got robbed. I worked at a couple gas stations. I got robbed 2 times doing this shit. Motherfuckers come because we was in the hood. Motherfuckers pulling guns on you and shit. And so it is what it is. So yeah, I did. I was a fuck up though. You know, if there's some pussy in a skirt coming in that motherfucker, then I was probably go fuck up. So it is what it is. I like I said, I don't do well working for other people.
Same.
So, all right.
I don't work well with others. I work by myself. That's perfect. I mean, that's the reason why I'm in the job that I'm in, because I just deal with one person and I do it overnight. So I don't have to deal with anybody else. That's it.
There you go.
Fuck that.
Well, my goodness. Well, I am fucking drained. This has been a really good show.
It has.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, the chat has been lit. We have enjoyed this, but we will obviously do this again. Same time next week, Mad Weirdo.
Same time next week. Oh,
They
we're not going into 2 hours?
not. Well, I mean, it normally keeps in, but it just depends. Like I said, this feels about right. 90. We've been 90,
Yeah, you're
94
right.
minutes. Like I said, got to leave wanting more. And I definitely want more. I could keep talking. I could talk to you for hours, but like I said, I
I
want
know,
to keep.
right?
Yeah, I want to keep the
Next week.
podcast, under you within 2 hours. So like I
Correct.
said, we get a 90, give them 90 minutes. We can get on up out of here. Is there anything you would like to plug in? You want to follow you or any place they can link up with you or whatever and holler at you outside of this?
I would tell you guys to join this group called My Journey. It's awesome. It's a blurred group for blurs by blurs. I do want to answer Michael's question because he wanted to know if I had ever had boob sex.
Oh shit! Oh, the titty
And
fucking. Okay, let's
yes,
talk about titty fucking.
I enjoy titty fucking. I enjoy it mainly, when you're laying on your back and your titties are all up, you push them all together and you're sucking that head. I
Oh,
love sucking the head. So I think that is absolutely perfect.
I've done that, but because I don't have the penis size, it just felt like I was just shoving my dick between two titties, so it never really got me off. So.
See, then you just need to lay on your back and to have the woman straddle her titties on top of your dick
Yeah,
and put
yeah,
them
no,
on,
yeah,
throw them
yeah.
all in between
Oh,
and squish and then
squish,
suck. Squish and
splash.
suck.
Oh, ooh, okay. That's food for thought, literally. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. But of course, if you want to listen to this podcast or any other of the Sexy Party, we have it right here on the Sexy Party playlist on here on YouTube. And of course, we are on all major streaming platforms. We're on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, and we're everywhere. We're like Visa. We're everywhere you want to be. And of course, if you want to holler at me, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and right here on this YouTube channel. Everywhere is Edakari Press. Please come back next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Sexy Party is over. Say goodnight, everyone.
Good night, everybody.